taxman. You're right, Jim. I am the taxman here on AM560 the Answer. Here with Deborah Schreiner, our technical producer. My co-host is Jim Leahy, and we're here with you, the listener.
And now, here's that man with a head just crammed full of knowledge, Mr. Know-It-All.
Mr. Know-It-All, the segment where Attorney Stephen Leahy gives us his infinite wisdom on all things taxes. And this time we're going to be talking about the last chapter, the final two chapters in the Book of Books. Deal with your IRS problem today. No, not the Bible, the IRS book. Deal with your IRS problem today.
It could be the IRS, the Deal with Your IRS Bible. No, I don't like to use that term.
No.
I don't like that.
All right, so chapter 18, which goes into chapter 19. Sleep like a baby tonight. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so this happens. I get a lot of this feedback from my clients, right? When they come to see me, one of the problems, I always ask them, what's your biggest concern? And almost always one of their biggest concerns is, I need to get a good night's sleep. I can't sleep at night because this is all I ever think about. When you have an IRS problem, it eats you up. It's there at night and day. It's there all the time. And so if you want to get it solved, okay, that's why people they put their head to say it, because they'd rather not think about it. But every night when you're laying in bed, that's what you're thinking about. All day long, you try not to think about it, but all night long, that's all you can think about. So one of the things that I try to tell people is, when you come to see me, right, you're going to hand me the problem. That's what I do, right? I solve your IRS problem. So you give me the problem, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore, right? And this is a big lift. So my first goal when people hire me is to get you that good night's sleep, right? And again, I can't solve it that same day. So you say, well, why does it help to have somebody if it's not solved yet? Because you're doing the best you can, and you're working on solving this problem that's been around for years and years usually. And so what happens, right, is that when you get on the road to solving that problem, a big weight is lifted off of your shoulders, and now you can get a good night's sleep.
What, are you trying to sell a pillow?
Yes.
We have a commercial that says that.
That's true. What are you trying to? The answer is yes.
I wrote that commercial.
I remember. But again, so the big thing about solving IRS problems is that this problem has been eating at you for years. You don't want to tell your friends because you're afraid they're going to judge you, and they will. If you're in business for yourself, one of the biggest problems that you have is that your reputation is at stake.
Yeah, but that, and also, too, you want to start making money again. You can't start making money if you have this issue. Jim,
that's a very good point, because I can't tell you how many people, they I'm not working on my business because what's the point? Right, because I don't, it's failing, and I'm not even working on my business. So one of the things when you hire me, right, what I always tell people is, turn around, look into the future, stop looking behind you and kicking yourself about something that's already done. What you have to do is turn around, look into the future, and face your problem looking into the future. And looking into the future
is chapter 19. It's time to do something about your IRS problem. It's actually the easiest chapter to read in the book. It's
because it's true. Because it's time to do something. It's got my name in it and my telephone number. And so 312-664-6649. And that's the number you should call, okay? But, again, what happens is when you're looking into the future, the big thing about the future is compliance. So start working on getting in compliance today. Then you can start working on building your business, right? You need to have the IRS behind this IRS problem behind you so you can look into the future, get in compliance, and start building your business for success again.
Start making money again.
Yes. So, because you start going through this tunnel, and it just gets worse and worse. And it's a spiraling problem.
This book is just so easy to read. Like chapter 1, why must you end your IRS problem today? We're just starting right there and kind of recapping what's going on in this book. We'll jump over to chapter 4. What to do if you forgot to file some tax returns? Well, that sounds like something I would do if I owned a small business.
That's right.
That started taking off. And guess what? I don't have time to do the books. Don't I know it?
And that's what we help people.
It's the hardest part of your business.
But we help people with that too, right? We're going to help you deal with these problems. And that's what the IRS Protection Plan does.
Also, here's a little bit of advice. Chapter 5, what to do if the IRS thinks you owe them money. This is great stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And chapter 5 is literally It's 3 pages long, but it's 3 pages chock full of information. Like, this is not. It's not incredibly. You could do this on your own.
The book talks about
Chapter 6. Are you sure you owe what the IRS is trying to collect? This. You have to have this in your repertoire. Even if you are completely compliant with the IRS, you have no issues whatsoever. Get a free copy of your free IRS book today. Go to freeirsbook.com.
This book is really written by the questions that I get as an attorney. These are the questions. That's how the book is structured. These are the questions that people have when they have IRS problems, and so I try to answer these questions here. And so you can get this book and get your questions answered from Deal with Your IRS Problem today. Anyway, I hope that answered your question.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All, for having a book like this. Deal with Your IRS Problem today. I know that this is going to help me. Because being your nephew, I'm staying compliant with the IRS, but I still want to know what I can do. And if anybody else needs help, I try to give them this book so
Absolutely.
You can read up on this. Deal with your IRS problem today. Ladies and gentlemen, get a copy at freeirsbook.com. Freeirsbook.com. One more time, everybody.
Freeirsbook.com.
Go get your free copy, your free IRS book today. And ladies and gentlemen, come right back after the commercial break on AM560.
The Answer.